Welcome back to Big Mouth and fancy seeing you here. Manchester United 2, Reading 0. Wasn't the greatest Manchester United performance ever, was it? And you could tell. 9 changes, didn't really work. The players weren't used to playing together. A lot of squad players who haven't had enough match time to make a difference, but we won. But the negative reaction to this result and performance is despicable. Despicable. People are going over the top about this. It's ridiculous. What did you expect? 9 changes. He had to make the changes. We have a massive game against Spurs a week today. And it's going to be a very difficult game. They scored 7 goals in their last game. Now, under Ollie, we've played some fantastic stuff, but we leave a lot of space at the back. I don't know how we're going to win that game. But I'm just happy we won the game. On Lukaku, his first touch is worse than my tact and my diplomacy. We know that. He scored a very well taken goal. At the end of the day, right, this is the situation that we are in. He's there. We have to use him. He is this conversation about him replacing Rashford and people being triggered by it. It's not going to happen. Calm the fuck down. It's okay. He's not good enough to be a United player. But we could be stuck with him till the summer. He will be sold. He will be sold, no question. He could be sold as soon as this month. Or he could be sold in the summer. But from what I'm hearing from my contacts, he's finished anyway. He'll be nothing more than a squad player, or he'll start in the lesser games. Now, personally, I think the FA Cup is our best opportunity of any success this year. But who knows? Ole Gunnar Solskjaer has come in and won, 5, 6 out of 6 or whatever it's been. Pat him on the head, say well done. Against Spurs, reality may set in. But as long as we try, and as long as we attack, can we outscore Spurs? Because I don't see how we keep a clean sheet against Spurs. I'm happy that Chong got to play. He seemed very proud in the after-match interview as well. Great to see young players being, tested out and things like that. But no, it wasn't a great performance, but it was enough. And people saying this is the worst 2-0 ever. Back in 95-96, Manchester United played Southampton, I think, in the quarterfinals of the FA Cup. And we were absolutely crap. That was the season we won the double. That was the season Newcastle were 12 points clear of us. Actually, a similar situation to what we're in now. Actually, we're, about 16 points behind Liverpool now that they've lost to City. At the end of the day, it is what it is. Ole Solskjaer has come in to take over a shit show. He had to make the changes yesterday. But as I say, you can't expect those players. It's not magic. Just because you put a Manchester United jersey on, it doesn't mean all of a sudden you're going to start, playing gives and goes and you're going to be amazing. Calm down. If we play that squad more, they will be more confident. They'll have match fitness. Now, they've gone away to sunnier climes for a few days just to get fit. It's not a holiday, and Solskjaer's made that absolutely, clear, abundantly clear. But still, they will get some sun on their backs. They will do some training, and they will be ready for the Spurs game. Because this is not just Ole Solskjaer running this show. It's, it's Mike, it's Michael Carrick, it's a great coaching setup. But at the top of this is Sir Alex Ferguson, whispering down advice for Solskjaer. And Solskjaer's not the type to ignore advice. Funny on the bench the other day against Newcastle when he was chewing the gum. I tell you what, if these are tactics by Ollie to get the job, they're very clever tactics. But he's talking a good game. We've won games. We've mostly played well. The Newcastle game wasn't about playing well. It was just about getting a result, like yesterday was. So calm the hell down. Everything's all right. We're still going for 4th, but it's going to be difficult. I think even if he achieves nothing. Now, what if by some miracle he beats Spurs? Well, then you'd have to take him seriously as a contender for the manager's job. The reality is here, there's part of me who thinks he may get the job, but there's a second part of me who thinks they've got no intention of giving him this job. I don't know. Sir Alex Ferguson is going to have a big say in what happens here. But the truth of the matter is our whole structure is going to change. We're going to get a full-time director of football. We are going to sell a lot of that deadwood, as we put it. That squad will be gutted and filleted and new players being brought in. It's going to happen. We just have to be patient. We all said we'd be patient if Jose got the sack, and we have to. Now, I hope we don't get negativity if we lose to Tottenham. We can't be spoilt brats here. We are not one of the best teams in Europe anymore, not even in the Premier League. We have to accept that. We have to make the most of what we get this season, and then the club will make the vital decisions, correct the mistakes they've made in the past 6 years, right? So we can move forward as a club. I'm still not confident about Pochettino. I don't think he's the right guy. We'll play good football, we'll promote youth, but I'm not so sure he's the choice. And plus, he's never stayed anywhere that long. I do want a long-running manager. I think in the sense of having a good structure under Ollie Solskjaer, I think it could actually work. A director of football, Fergie just above him, Ollie in place, Mike in place, Carrick in place, Kieran in place. It's a good little setup, but we need the players to back that great setup up, basically. So on yesterday's performance, it wasn't great, it wasn't amazing, but we won. And when you get to this part of the season, it's all about getting through it. We've got through it now. The players are going to train, they're going to get their fitness up, and I just think we just have to take what we've got. It is an absolute shit show. Ollie's making the best of it. We move on to Spurs, and who knows what could happen.